The problem with moving averages, nobody tells you this, is not that they are useless. It is that most beginners treat them like a truth machine, and they are not. A moving average is just the average price over a set number of bars, updated one bar at a time. That simple idea is useful, but the hidden cost is delay. I want to show you why that delay matters, because it changes how you should read every crossover, slope, and support signal you think you see. Here is the core issue. A moving average always looks backward. A 20-day average is smoothing the last 20 days of price, so it reacts after price has already moved. That is the whole point of the tool. It removes noise, but the same smoothing also makes it late. If price turns sharply, the average will still point in the old direction for a while. That lag is the first thing nobody tells you clearly enough. Traders use moving averages in a few common ways. They watch the slope to judge trend. They use crossovers like a short average crossing above a long one as a trend signal. They also treat the line as dynamic support or resistance. In calm markets, that can look clean. In real markets, it is messier. Price can poke above a moving average, fail, then reverse again before the average has even caught up. If you trade every touch as if it matters equally, you will overtrade and get chopped up. The second problem is that moving averages compress very different market conditions into one line. A flat average can mean balance, but it can also mean indecision, low volatility, or a market that is simply waiting. A rising average can mean strength, but it can also mean price already extended too far from the mean. This is where beginners get trapped. They see the line and assume it explains the market. It does not. It only summarizes recent price behavior. The formula itself is not the magic. It is just doing simple averaging. A simple moving average adds up the last set of closes and divides by the number of periods. A longer average smooths more and reacts slower. A shorter average reacts faster and gives more false turns. That trade-off is the real decision. You are choosing between responsiveness and stability. There is no free version that gives both. So when do moving averages work better? They tend to be more useful in trending markets, where price keeps moving in one direction long enough for the lag to still be acceptable. They are also more useful as context than as a trigger. I like them as a map, not a command. When do they fail? They fail most in choppy, sideways markets, where price crosses the line over and over, and the average keeps changing its mind after the move is already over. The practical lesson is simple. Do not ask a moving average to predict. Ask it to organize. Use it to define trend, compare momentum, or keep your chart readable. But if you want an entry, you still need price action, structure, or a separate reason to act. That is the part people skip. The moving average is not broken. The mistake is expecting a lagging tool to behave like a leading one.